Welcome to KSP. This is going to be a demonstration on how quickly, without too much difficulty, someone can get to the moon in career. I'm going to do it in 2 flights. The first flight is going to unlock everything we need for the actual flight to the moon. This is a pretty stock playthrough. I think the only thing I have on here is raster prop monitor. That's it. So, I need to make something to get us out of atmosphere. So that's going to be the first part of that. The second. Don't do there. And the third. So this is what I saw Scott Manley do this before. I think this is the only way really to do it, since you don't have decouplers yet. I don't have any science parts to speak of, nothing. Now you can do Minmus off the first ever flight, but I am not that skilled, and I don't have editing software, so I don't want to deal with having to record this a million times just to get it right once. So I'll do it the way I know how, which is like this. So we won't have any sort of countdown, just go. So I'll get a crew report. Yay, crew report. Now I already screwed up because I realized right when I hit the spacebar and started going, I could have got a crew report and an EVA report right on the launch pad. So that's like 5 science that I'm going to miss out on, but that's okay. So I get down to, I don't know, 30 units of fuel. Bam, go. Self-disintegrating rocket. It's pretty cool, yes. So once again, when I get down to about 40 or 30 units of fuel, I'll just nail this engine, which I have turned up all the way. And boom! Alright, perfect. Alright, now I can actually back off a bit there. Not burn my fuel up so much. Let me go map view. Let me see their apoapsis is marching up pretty steadily. And when I get to about 75 meters, 75 kilometers, we can kill that. I can turn that off. Go back to this view here. Alright, not quite enough altitude to ensure that if I wanted to EVA, I wouldn't end up getting swept off the capsule with airflow and plummet to my death. I want to avoid killing Jebediah this time. So we'll get to about 55,000 meters and then we'll do an EVA report. Do it now. Alright, make sure he doesn't like climb off the thing. EVA report, yay. Keep the data. Take the data. Get on board. Do your crew report. Keep the data. Good, good, good. I still have an apoapsis right above atmosphere. So we'll coast our way up to... Alright, so now I can EVA again. Oh my gosh. Not cool. He done spun off the rocket. I must hurry. I must do this before I plummet to my death. Alright, so EVA report. Keep that data. That was a bit unexpected. Take data board. Okay, now I have time to take another crew report. 5 science. Keep data. Alright. Very good. Aside from getting spun off the spacecraft rather quickly, that was all normal. Hey, I might actually get an EVA report out of this too. So speeding this up because time I don't want to be here all day. Okay. Flames. Coming in for landing. Not sure how far I'm above atmosphere. Oh, that's right. I have the raster prop monitor pack. Okay, good. Turn that on. Okay, stabby the keyboard buttons. And we're going to try to bring ourselves down for a nice gentle landing. Okay, pretty good. So now I can EVA again. Report, board, get a crew report. Oh no, I didn't do it right. I gotta hurry. Take the data. Now I can do crew report. Bam. Okay, I did that. Expertly done. Because I want Navy report, EVA report from the surface, and a surface sample. Okay, now I can recover the vessel. "72 science, perfect. That's what I need. So first things first, obviously I have to unlock this. Better engines, LV-245. Radio decouplers, most important. LV-909, landing legs and radio chutes. That should do it. Now I make my moon lander. So all that can go in the trash. I only need 2 of those guys, thank you. So they're going to come back with me. We're going to make the Toyota Corolla lander. Because it works. Make sure my legs are nice. Yep. Pretty much are. Okay. This is where it's going to get a little dicey. Because what I want to do, I don't want to use boosters to do this, as I have the money to do this without having to use SRBs at all. Okay. I want steerable engines. This should be enough to get us up into orbit decently enough. Okay. I'll name this 2. But before we launch it, we're going to see what our new contracts are. I should have orbit Kerbin. Yep. No. I actually could get some free science off of that. No. 2. Launch. Jeb's gonna... I'm not sure why Jeb is always on top of the list to get the pilot's chair. I should just park him somewhere and let somebody else get it. Okay, so I'm using the weak sauce LVT-45s to steer or to power this rocket because I want steering control. The capsule torque is not sufficient enough to steer all this mess. It is enough for the middle stack, which is an LVT-30 at the base, but not enough for the rest. So despite having more mass on the rocket that's not fuel, and having less kilonewton thrust, so I lift less mass overall, once I consume some of this fuel, my speed should more or less catch up with my altitude, and I should have no problems reaching 200 meters per second when I cross the 10,000 meter threshold. In fact, it's already caught up nicely, and I can back off. Not quite that much, though. So I do have raster prop monitor. It's the only mod I have on here at this time. Probably the only one I'm going to keep. So I can review pretty much everything from here. Back off some more, actually. Now, I start my turn, and I nail it to the throttle, firewall, throttle settings, and we go, go, go. We can look at it here. You see your apoapsis is marching away. And the timed apoapsis is climbing, which means we are nice and overpowered. And I can see it here. Right there. This is nice. This is lovely. Now, I'm not terribly certain or not if I'm actually lined up for a moonshot right off the bat. So I'm going to have to do an orbit around Kerbin anyway, which I think is a mission requirement, so yeah. Not that big of a deal. Okay, so just barely break atmosphere. So yeah, 95 kilometers off, or 85 kilometers rather. So yeah, not too bad. Speed this up some because we don't have time to do this all day. Essentially, I'm just going to coast here on out. Although you know what, since I am here already, and I'm not quite at the apoapsis point, kick you out. Yeah, see, I'm short. I'm too early. I mean, yeah, I could technically do it, but I don't want to. Okay, so we're into burn now. And see, we're closing in on an apoapsis point, which means then I don't have quite enough power, or I hit it too late. That's okay. I got 3 tanks. If I had 2 tanks, I'd have like 4 tons less mass. I'd be cooking right along with that one. But see, if I just tilt upwards a bit, I end up pretty much raising my apoapsis point, because I'm burning a slightly radial out at the same time. And done. That makes orbit, so all those contracts are done. Bonus science. Alright, so now I can plan. You see I need to be back here. No, I want to... Darn it, interface is being a pain. Not quite that much. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work nicely. 850 meters per second, and I have probably more than that in the tanks of this stage anyway. Which is good, because then I can use less and less of the lander fuel. Use it strictly for landing. Okay, fast forwarding. There should be. Yeah, waiting for burns and waiting to get to your destination is pretty much the only time you're waiting in KSP. which is often. Alright, so I got an estimated burn time of 37 seconds, so I'm going to divide that by 2. And I come up with 19 seconds, 18 seconds, roughly. So at 18 seconds, punch it. So I do half the burn before the marker and half the burn after the marker. Because short of having the Orion nuclear detonation engine thing, you can't apply delta V all in one glorious instant. You have to do it over time. A little wobbly here off my marker. Let's fix that. Get ready to stab the X key. A little more, and a little more. Okay, good enough. Alright, so now we can ride this out all the way. And I still got some fuel left in the stage. Yep. Very good. Okay, so now we turn ourselves retrograde. And I could try to just do a direct landing from this, but I don't want to do that. I want to save fuel, despite having plenty of it. Quick, kill that rotation. I love that key. Okay. 10,000 meters is plenty close, right? Oh, the problem is it slows me down. Yeah. Watch me go poof. Yeah, we got this. It's in the bag. Alright, so now slow down again. Get that apoapsis down to something a little more manageable. I think we're going to aim for the crater. Kill rotten. Cheat key. Okay. And that'll actually do it. So now I'm pretty much committed to the crater. And I still have fuel in that engine. That stage. Okay, so now it's going to get busy. Oh, that's prograde. Get rid of you guys. We don't need you anymore. Huh, how weird is that? Has this not patched to 25? I don't have the marker help stuff on my nav ball. Well, we will get ourselves that. Oh, I never took the moon mission thing. Oh well. Not needing it. This is strictly a demonstration video anyway. How about we put the brakes on now? Bye, booster. You did well. You shall be missed. So you need about 600 and something meters per second of delta V to go from lunar orbit to land. And need that delta V again, that same figure, in order to come down for a, or to come up from the moon into a lunar orbit. And like 500 something odd more to get back home. I love that new Z key thing. That's nifty. So yeah, I must have 0.25 in here. I just don't see the nav call fixes. which is kind of strange, but oh well. Not too worried about it. I don't have RCS. I love having RCS on landers because RCS has saved my bacon so many times I can't even begin to tell you. But I'm doing it strictly off capsule torque and limited battery power. But once I get back into orbit, I won't worry about battery power ever again. Well, much, anyway. So yeah, I'm going to burn up probably a little less than half the fuel supply. Gee, I don't totally kill my throttle. I'm not down here yet. Oh, see, it's nice. It's a nice, gentle little landing. A little less. A little more. Bam! See, perfect. Done. Nailed it. Second flight. So now I can get my goo. Sweet. I noticed I didn't bring a ladder, but that's okay. Don't need us sneaking ladders. See? Jib didn't care. Lovely surface sample. And now I can pretty much get up without even having to use a jetpack much. Isn't it great? Gave you a report from there. So that was basically it. So getting back is child's play. I can pretty much take off straight up. In fact, I will do just that. Because that pretty much aims us right back at Kerbin. That's not what I typically do, but we'll just go ahead and do that anyway. Once this gets above a certain amount, then it'll kick me completely out of the moon's SOI. Yeah, see? Pretty much like that. Not how I like to do it, but oh well. Oh look, I'm coming back down for the moon landing. I don't want to do that. So much for that idea. Let's see if this will screw with us. Whoa, what the heck? That's not normal. What am I oriented towards? Oh, I know what's going on. Oh, see, there's the markers. Why weren't they there earlier? Why do you think that? Okay. I guess we're going to say hi to the moon again. Alright, let's aim this manually. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but oh well. Yeah, this line pretty much is Kerbin, right? And we're just going to slam ourselves into the ground because who cares? Okay. Okay, good. Did I? I did not. Okay, this is called speeding towards death rapidly. Oh, that's like running really fast. Is it going to hit me now? Yeah, if that was deadly reentry, that would have been fatal in 6 million different ways. Ooh, mountains. Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm this stupid continent. KSP is like way over here. So yeah, this is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, something just blew up somewhere. But it got the job done. I still got electricity yet left. Boink! In hindsight, I probably could have put the goo canisters up a little bit higher because the capsule is more or less balanced on them. Bonk. Which is not what we wanted to do. So yeah. Employee report, all that fun stuff that we don't care about because guess what? We're done with this flight. Don't get a lot of credit because they're so far away, but that's okay. There's options to fix that in career. So yeah, 322 science. Not superb. Yeah, pitiful funds. But hey. And now it's going to tell me plant flag on a moon, explore the moon. I was like, yeah, I did that already. I'm ahead of you, game. So yeah, that was career flight number 2 to get to the moon and back. So it's possible. And just give it a try. All you can do is fail, right? Try it again. Thanks for watching.